Welcome everybody to Ajax Mitsubishi. Today we're going to take you on a tour of this 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander SEL plug-in hybrid. If you are looking to bridge the gap between gas and electric, but you don't want to go all electric just yet, this is a fantastic car for you and the family. It is a 7-seater SUV, it is all-wheel drive, and it gets fantastic electric range. It is actually Canada's #1 best-selling plug-in hybrid, and after watching this video, I'm sure you'll understand why. Now, if you're shopping from home, don't worry, we will show you the condition of the Outlander as well as just over 53,000 kilometers. So you're gonna know everything you need to make a great decision to visit Ajax Mitsubishi to get behind the wheel of this Outlander. Now, what is underneath the hood? We have a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine connected to an automatic transmission, and the hybrid component of this vehicle is a 20 kilowatt hour battery pack connected to 2 electric motors, which give you that all-wheel drive. Incredible traction because the electric motors are so responsive. They're very, very accurate to the throttle input, and you're gonna get 60 kilometers of all-electric range. Now, if you don't use the all-electric range, you're gonna get a fuel range of probably around 700 kilometers per tank of fuel. It gets into the low 5 liters per 100 kilometer range for fuel economy. It's an incredible vehicle and an incredible find just for that reason, because you get the best of both worlds. A gas engine, so if you go on a long trip, you don't have to worry about range. But if you are, say 20, 30 kilometers from home to work, you can, in theory, drive this car to work and back on just electric, not pay any fuel. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, now let's get into some of the more details of this SEL, starting with these great looking 20-inch alloy wheels. Just fantastic. They got that nice brushed aluminum look with the black inserts there on great looking tires as well. Now we have the plug-in hybrid EV logo on the door. We've got 4 cameras on the vehicle, giving you an around view camera system. I'll show you that when we get to the inside of the vehicle. As I mentioned, this is a 7-seater vehicle. Now, the back 2 seats, arguably probably going to be kept down most of the time, but if you do have some other little ones that are kind of with you every now and then, it's going to work just fine for that. Love these slim LED rear tail lights. Outlander badge. We have rear sonar as well as a rear view camera, just as a redundant system. Doesn't hurt to have that, especially in the wintertime in Ontario. You know that camera sometimes gets all blocked up with all the gunk from the road. We have the plug-in hybrid battery or plug-in hybrid logo back here with the super handling all-wheel control badge. Now, power tailgate in this vehicle. The SEL features some amazing options on it. You'll see here we do have the plug back here to get the PHEV charged up at home. It does have just a regular home outlet. That's all that you need for this vehicle. A 20 kilowatt hour battery pack will charge up overnight, no problem at all. Now you can see with the 3rd row seats up, there's still actually some decent room back here for cargo. We have a regular 150 watt home outlet in the back in case you want to charge things up down here. Now we can also fold down these seats pretty easy. Gonna try to do it with one hand here, just like that. And then this side over here. Bear with me here, sorry, don't get motion sickness as I try to tumble this forward. There we go. And then this would actually tumble back and down to make a nice fold flat system, pending we didn't have this, and if I had 3 arms like an octopus or something, I could do that for you and show you. But this all tumbles back, makes a nice fold flat system. The other thing that I like about this for cargo space is it's a 40-20-40 split seat, meaning this center seat here can fold down, leaving room for 2 passengers and hockey sticks or what have you. Being in Ontario, a lot of hockey families, this will work fantastic for that. Maybe skis and snowboards too. I don't discriminate. Whatever your winter sport or whatever it is, it will work really well back there. Now, closing this up, coming around to the passenger side, again, I am looking for any kind of cosmetic issues, dings, dents, scratches, but this is in really, really nice shape. And talk about the color. This silver really does suit this Outlander with all the black exterior trim, these nice black 20-inch wheels. It's very, very sharp. And then as we get into the sunlight, have a look at all the metallic flake that you get in this. Mitsubishi does a really nice job with their paint. Now we have LED daytime running lights, LED headlights, and LED fog lights as well, just down tucked into there. Nice silver trim kind of surrounding that. And then when we take a step back, get a look at the front end. Looks really nice. We don't have any real big stone chips or any kind of cosmetic damage on the hood either. So again, I mean, this is probably a 9.8 out of 10 because I'm sure I might have missed one little thing on it, but really, really stellar. Now, in the back seats here, I've moved the driver's seat all the way back, so that way you get a good look if you had a very tall driver in the front. There's still lots of legroom back here. And this is our first look at this really incredible silver quilted leather interior. I love that it is quilted. That's just a really nice luxury kind of touch to things. We have the center armrest that folds down, and then the quilt also is on the side door panels. And then don't forget to look up, because the SEL features this fantastic big panoramic sunroof going all the way to the back seats. We also have heated rear seats back here, tri-zone climate control, a couple USB ports, and then another home charger down here. So there's about 3 different ways to charge up your electronics and keep everybody happy back here on road trips. And let's face it, for mom and dad, that is super important, because there's nothing like a road trip when the iPad dies. Been there. Looking up in the front, that big panoramic sunroof, there's the tilt and slide portion of it. And then again, just another nice look at this leather interior. Now there's no rips, tears, stains, or burns, and this is a non-smoker vehicle. We have a power driver's seat and a power passenger seat. And what I find is very unique about the fact that you have both a power driver and power passenger seat is not only does the driver get a memory setting, but the passengers have their own 2 passenger memory setting as well. And then we've got it here on the driver's side. I thought that is super cool. That's something you only really see in a luxury vehicle, is the driver's side, or pardon me, passenger side memory seating. So I love that. Now that we're up front here, I always like to talk about the safety features that you're going to get with this Outlander. And of course, it has all the advanced safety features you would want. We have forward emergency braking with forward collision warning. We have adaptive cruise control on the steering wheel. We have blind spot warning in the side view mirrors. We have lane keeping assist. We have lane follow assist. We have rear cross traffic alert in this nice round view camera system, which I'll show you in just a few moments, plus many other advanced safety features that you would want to keep all of 7 passengers in this vehicle nice and safe. Now that we're up front, we do have a leather wrapped heated steering wheel. We have our Bluetooth and radio controls, our adaptive cruise controls, and then in our center display, what Mitsubishi does a really nice job of is not overwhelming you with hybrid information so you get any kind of range anxiety. It's really nice and simple and laid out really nicely. So you can see the odometer down in the center there, 57,985. I apologize, I may have said 53 at the start of the video. We'll call it just under 58,000 kilometers. And then this gauge over here is a really nice, simple gauge. It's just showing you if you are charging the battery through regenerative braking or using EV power. And then this shows you the current state of charge on the battery right now. So again, I love the fact that it's nice and simple, nothing screaming, you know, what kilometers of range you have left or anything like that. Just nice and simple. So fantastic job for Mitsubishi for not making people scared. Now, to our driver's knee, it's important that we show you this. So these 2 buttons here at the bottom are what's gonna help you save even more money by choosing when you charge this hybrid. So obviously you would want to charge at night on off-peak hours when it's the cheapest. And that's what you would use there to schedule the charge for the plug-in hybrid, so that way you charge off-peak. Now, 20 kilowatts of power is not going to cost you a lot. It's probably looking at, if I had to guess, anywhere between 35 to 65, maybe 75 cents a day. Super, super cheap to get another 60 kilometers of range out of this vehicle. So it is an incredibly efficient car. Now that we're talking about the hybrid and charging, it's important that we talk about 2 different EV specific features on the Outlander. So looking down here, we have 2 buttons here. The left one here is the 1-pedal drive, and then the right one here is the EV drive mode. So let's discuss 1-pedal driving really quickly. 1-pedal driving is simple. The accelerator pedal acts as the accelerator and the brake. And the way that that works is very simple. You push down to go. The slower you let off the accelerator, the slower that the Outlander will regenerative brake. The faster you let off, the faster it regenerative brakes. And the way that it does that is it takes those electric motors, puts them into reverse, charges the battery. So again, it's just a feel thing. If you lift off nice and slow, it's going to slow down nice and slow. If you lift off very quickly, it's not going to be like applying the brakes hard, but you're definitely going to feel the deacceleration pretty quick. Then you just get the feel for that and you become a genius. And the best thing about that, not only do you get more charge in your battery, you save your brake pads because we're just using motors to slow down. So the brake life of the Outlander in theory can last very long using that one pedal drive, okay? And then that EV button here, you'll see here the different EV modes. So we've got normal, EV, save, and charge. And all that is doing is basically saying, hey, what do we want to do right now? So right now on charge, it's using the gas engine to charge up the battery. Normal just kind of deciphers what do we have left? What are we trying to do? And tries to get you the most fuel economy. EV specifically will run the car in EV mode only. You can see right now there's not enough charge to do that, so it doesn't allow that. It will never do it to a point where it saves, or pardon me, hurts the battery. The next one is save. So it's going to use the battery when it finds the most optimal time, but not give you electric range specifically. And then charge. So yeah, really simple, a lot of cool different ways that you can control the EV component of this to suit your trip currently. You know, like if you're going to Ottawa, okay, let's choose the mode for that. If you're just going to work, let's keep it in EV mode so that way we don't use any fuel. All right, now that was a lot, I know, but it's important you understand that because this is the big benefit of buying a plug-in hybrid. Now, looking down the center stack, just as a driver's point of view, let's look at our infotainment system here. So we have a really nice widescreen infotainment system. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are on this, so you can get all your digital apps, music, and all that great stuff. We do have onboard navigation if you'd like to use that. You'll notice it points out gas stations as well. If you want to plug in and find some charging stations, you can use the one on board, or there's lots of great apps for that. Audio system, XM satellite radio, Apple CarPlay, everything here for all your digital music needs. Now, when we put it into reverse, this is where our first look at our rear view camera. So we have the rear view here, and then we have the top-down view here, which makes it nice and simple to park and get into tight little spots using that around view camera. It's also convenient for parallel parking because if you push the camera button, it gives you a front camera. So pulling into a parking spot has never been easier. You have that nice front view camera. If you push it one more time, we get a look down from that passenger side mirror straight down. So that way you don't go and park too close to a curb and mess up those nice 20-inch wheels. All right, so nice around view camera system there. We have our dual zone climate control, tri-zone climate control, driver, passenger, rear passengers, our heated seats, our heated steering wheel, a couple USB ports here, and then our automatic shifter. And then here we have, again, another way of controlling kind of like the EV drive modes, but now this is more geared towards how do you want the car to accelerate. Power being, let's use all three motors, 2 electric, 1 gas, eco, normal, and then we have some terrain controls here like sand, snow, mud. So you can change those as you kind of see fit with whatever, you know, you happen to be encountering. Electronic parking brake, auto hold, push button start. Guys, I've been talking for 13 minutes about this car. If you're not in love already, come and drive it. And that is what absolutely sells this Outlander, is the incredible drive that you will get out of this vehicle. Last but definitely not least, the Carfax for this. No reported accidents. That's what you want to see. We do have 5 service records on file as well. You always must ask for an updated Carfax, no matter where you're buying a vehicle, to get all of that information. So folks, here is the probably perfect plug-in hybrid family SUV that you can find with just under 58,000 kilometers in this incredible condition. It is here at Ajax Mitsubishi, just ready, waiting to be taken home from one lucky family. So thank you so much for watching, and congratulations to whoever gets behind the wheel of this great PHEV from Ajax Mitsubishi.